welcome to another video. Thanks for clicking in. Today, yes, I'm out running. Feels great. Beautiful sunshine, cold and crisp morning. And the bike just fell over randomly because of the wind. But yes, I'll get into what we're doing today just in a moment. So I've got a really important message which I want to share with you guys and girls. It's in regards to the tools that you can use for recovery, to get better, to stay healthy, whichever way it is. But there's some really valuable ones that you can invest into. So let me explain to you which ones I think are like the ones that are worth investing into.
With a middle scroll by the water hole, lucid dreams of you and me.
Look at this, glorious. We've made it to one of the bays where all the water comes down, and it's a super glorious day. But what was that important part I was talking about, Mark? You know, there's so many things you can buy, like Theragun recovery boots, recovery sandals, the right type of shoe, different drops. Instead of spending all of that money on things that, you know, think that could help, you've got to think about what was it that caused it, rather than trying to just get back to where you were before. There's a reason why you're in that state at that time and being. And for me, I've, you know, learned, and sometimes you unlearn this because you just think everything is okay. You think you're a good athlete, you think you're a good sports person, you think you're strong enough. But go and seek medical advice. I don't mean from a hospital, but seek some advice from like an osteopath who looks at how your body's functioning, a physiotherapist, or if you've got a friend who does it, obviously, as well. But really looking at your alignment and those things are really probably going to help a little bit more than maybe buying recovery sandals. A recovery sandal, yeah, it's not going to really fix anything. It's just going to maybe make you feel a little bit better whilst you're in that moment. So take some time, some money to invest into that. Yes, I know it's really hard. When we don't get a tangible product, we feel bad for spending money on it. And like, I'm still feeling like that. I spent, I think, 90 euros to see an osteopath the other day, and he told me how my body's aligned, and he gave me some exercises to do. But that is way more valuable than me buying a new pair of running shoes, which I think are going to help fix me. Hey, I am buying a new pair of running shoes, by the way, but that's a different point. And and that's perfectly allowed. But let's carry this on in a moment. I need to continue running.
Wash me, the wicked drowning water, let go wicked water, wicked drowning water. I don't wanna be less than I can be. Waterfalls wash me, cleanse me, the wicked drowning water, let go.
So let me just give you this little analogy which will help you think about it in a different perspective. So nowadays, I think that people have this general idea that we kind of treat our body, and not just the body, but as a car. And how do I mean by a car? We tend to think that, you know, after like 1,000 kilometers or 1,000 miles, we can just replace a part. Like in a car, you know, the car exhaust breaks or something like that. You go to a garage, you pay a lot of money. That's why I don't have a car. And you get that part replaced, and there you go, your car functions as normal, and probably maybe even better than before. There can be aesthetic things like what color it is or whatever, you know, what seats you have, blah blah blah. But our body is not a car. I can't go out and buy a new foot. Yeah, the new medical world and such has kind of like put a mask over that, you know, things like Botox and implants, but our body is not a car. We need to invest the time into fixing and aligning the things that we do have in our body. So if you are having some issues in your knee, you know, don't just think about I can buy a foam roller that vibrates, that's going to help. or I can buy recovery sandals that will make me feel better when I'm walking around the office. Yeah, that will mask the problem, and what you really need to do is address those car parts that you have in your body so that they can last forever. So I hope that little analogy helps you just think a little bit different and helps you invest time and money into the thing that you really need to help, which is your body. And you don't have to be injured to put this theory into practice. I think it's better, obviously, like prehab rather than rehab, and something that I do know and I've relearned again as of this circumstance, but it's maybe just like a healthy little reminder for you guys and for me for when I watch this video again, because I'm sure I will in the future. So the other thing that I was going to talk about in regards to what is the other tool, what is the other thing? Well, actually maybe I might save that for another video, but it's about coaching. Oh my god, that wink was so bad. I'm not very good at winking. I don't know, is it a skill that you can learn, or are you just born naturally with the ability to wink? Who's a good winker out there? Just as I was ending that clip, I saw up here on these rocks in the forest, there seems to be some barriers, and I think it might be like a hole that they've either mined into the rock or something. So let's go and have a look. You know, that's the great thing about running, and that's why I really do love running, and I guess why when I've had this injury it feels like my freedom has been taken away, because running, that's what it means to me. It's freedom to go where you want, as far as you want, as long as you want, when you want. And yeah, hey, look at that. I guess it was like a well or a mine of some kind, and now it's obviously filled with water from rain and, well, I was going to say snow melt, but yeah, there's been hardly any snow here in Helsinki region. But yeah, pretty cool. See, that's what I'm talking about. Running just gives me the freedom to do whatever I want, and I love that.
The elephant out in the wild. Forget every word we've
Whilst I'm walking up this pretty steep little hill, well, I was going to show you a story, but I'm out of breath, so let's do it in a second.
sunrise, sunset, hopes and dreams.
And the last thing in regards to recovery tools, it's one that's free of charge, one that's super accessible and easy, and you've got it on you at all times. What can it be? It's this thing here, your heart. You've got to listen to your heart rate. Yes, I know a lot of people say, oh, I don't train to heart rate, oh, I don't look at it. Yeah, that's fair enough. Don't train to it, but listen to it. It gives you the biggest indication of how you're feeling, how you're doing. So when people say, yeah, I don't look at that, yeah, fair enough, don't look at it when you're running. Look at it after. You can see, hey, that was like a little bit more than my average, a little bit less. I'm feeling good, I'm not feeling so good. So use the free tools that your body gives to you as well. And like, I always remember heart rate. I don't always look at it, but sometimes if I'm looking for a little bit of advice, I'll listen to my heart. And that just doesn't mean by the heart rate, but what the heart and mind want, you gotta follow. Alright, so there we go. Really nice run, just an easy one. It's more of just a testing phase still, you know, with my knee and everything. But pain scale wise, 0 out of 10. That is amazing. Although the last 500 meters felt a little bit tight. I guess maybe just like general fatigue and also the mind, you know, starting to play tricks on me. But average heart rate, as we were just talking about. Wait 1 second, let's get it. Average heart rate, 128 beats per minute. So nice and easy for me. And if everyone's interested, it says, because I had a Stryd meter on, power pod, 200 watts, and average cadence was actually pretty low. So 168 or something like that. But all in all, what matters most, spending some time outdoors, connecting with you guys, and some progress is always another notch forwards. But thank you very much for watching the video. I really do appreciate it, as always. Do like and subscribe, drop a comment or a question if you do have anything down below, and we'll see you in the next video.